Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see from the title of this video, we will be doing my nails at home, and I'll be showing you exactly what I do and the products I use. So if you're interested in seeing the step-by-step process that I use to do my nails and the products, keep watching this video. This is what I'm working with right now. These are my old set. They're still pretty attached except for this one. This one is lifting, but the rest of them are still firmly on. And it has come to my attention that they're doing Gelx nails in Jamaica and they're charging an arm and a leg. I don't understand how Gelx nails in Jamaica should cost more than acrylic when acrylic takes more technique and more time than Gelx. Anyways, what do I know? Nothing. So I'm going to show you how we do my nails and hopefully you like it. So let's get these babies off and start the first step. So I tried using this nail glue remover that I got from Shein, but it really didn't make any sense because my nails weren't lifting, so it didn't do anything. And I ended up having to still pry them off my nails with all the force. As you can see with the cuticle clip, I was prying those babies off. And then I went in with my nail clip and clipped off the fresh growth of my nails because I like when they're as short as possible when I'm adding tips. I feel like it helps to get the correct fitting for the nail and it helps with the adhesion when there's no fresh growth. Then I went in with my nail file. I used side 100 from the 100 and 180 and just lightly file my nail bed just to get the shine off and to make it dry and have a rough surface so the tip will glue better. And then I went in with my alcohol and sprayed my nails just to get rid of the dust but still keep the nail beds dry. And then I went in with my cuticle cutter and clipped my cuticles. I didn't really have much to do this time because I did my nails I think 2 weeks prior to this. So there wasn't really much growth. So it was very minimal. Once I got done with that, I went in with my nail dehydrator just to make sure that there is no oil left on my nail beds and it is completely dry and ready for the tips. Then it was time to do the fitting. Now I like this part, but you really have to make sure that you get the perfect fit. It's not too big, it's not too small. It fits perfectly so that when it does go on your nail, it's easier for you to shape it exactly how you want and get it as neat as possible. Once I was done with that, it was time for me to glue the tips onto my nails. So I was using this nail glue that I got from Shein. It's really easy to work with and it's really thin. Really I like using it. I went in and I put a thin layer on my nail and a thin layer on the nail tip and a little extra at the base of the nails I'm showing you right now, just to make sure that the bottoms are sealed. Now when you're applying the tip to your nail, do not put it exactly where your cuticle starts. Do not put it below your cuticle. Put it a little above your cuticle so you have space there to file the nail and make a seamless transition from your real nail bed to the fake nail bed. Then I went in and I cleaned out the excess glue that was pressed up once I put the nail on my finger. Now, what I did initially was a flash cure. So I'm just curing it for 30 seconds and I do the entire hand and then I put it under my UV light for a minute to make sure everything is fully cured so it would minimize my risks of having an allergic reaction. This is what they looked like once they were done. Cute, but definitely too long. So I went ahead and did the other hand. Once they were both done, I went ahead and went into the filing process where I filed the nail into the shape I wanted. Again, I filed the surface of the nail to get rid of that shine and to make a rougher surface so it would maximize adhesion. And I went ahead and filed the part of the nail I was telling you to put above your cuticle. So when you file it all the way down, it's seamless from your actual nail to the nail tip. Then I went ahead and did the builder gel. I just put a thin layer, and this is just to ensure that the nails are strong and they don't break easily. When you go in thick, it makes it harder to thin it out in the buffing process, so ensure to go in thin so you can layer it and make it as thick as you want but remaining as flat as possible. This is what they look like. I'm really loving them at this point. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. I was going for obviously like a rounded but more stiletto look, and I think I did a really good job. And then I went in to polish. The thing about polishing that I've learned is you don't start from the base. You start from like the middle of your nail bed and then you move down to the base to make sure that there isn't any clumping and it's even and thin enough to make sure it's layered properly. Now that's what I'm doing here. And I really wanted to do more of like a vibrant, fun color because of Easter. Then it came time for the design placements. This gave me a rough time because I didn't really know what exactly I wanted to go where. So I kind of moved about and put different placements and just kind of tried to figure out what it is that I wanted and what look I was going for before I settled on a final look. Guys, I'm here contemplating if I should change my nails. Like, it's dry right now. There's no moisture on my hand. It's like completely dry, so don't mind the ashiness. But like, I don't know if I like them. After I painted it, they just seemed a bit too long with the color on it. So I filed it down a little bit. I made it a bit more round. But like, I think it's the color. The color is just not it for me. Usually I'm a nudie girl, and every time I branch out and try to do colors, I feel like it's just so loud and it just doesn't look good. And I put the 5D gems on it, like they look all right, but I think they need to grow on me, and I think I need to see them on my hands when they're like moisturized and in the sun. I think I'm just going to finish it and then let it grow on me, because there has been times before that I've done my nails and I don't like them because it's a bright color or it's a color I've never tried before or something to that effect, and then after a while I like them. So I think I'm gonna give these a chance. But this is what they look like, and I think they're gonna have to grow on me. It's kind of not what I usually do. I put the roses on both fingers. I think it's a little cute, the roses, but the whole thing, like the whole color and everything, is gonna have to grow on me. But yeah, I'm done. So now I'm gonna make dinner. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so this is an update. I did change my nails. I changed the shape and the color. Initially you saw that I had like this pinkish color, but now I changed them to brown and I reshaped them. I made them shorter, and this is more like a coffin style. I think I'm trying to get my shaping perfect, but what I was going for was coffin and brown, and this is just like a little flower sticker, gold and silver. So this is what my nails are looking like now. I could not, for the life of me, for some reason I just couldn't like the set that I did initially, and I tried tweaking it. I made them shorter. I did them in more of like a coffin box shape, and that's how I wore it on Easter, but I just couldn't like it. So I decided that I wasn't going to hate my nails anymore. I was just going to change it, and I did, and I'm much more comfortable with these because I'm like a natural tone, browns, nudes, those type of color girls. I'm trying to branch out, which is why I did the color you saw before, but I just wasn't feeling it. But as promised, I'm going to be showing you all the products that I use. The majority of these things can be found on Amazon or Shein. Majority of the things I have are from Shein. I started out on Amazon, but I found that Shein has the same stuff, the same quality, and is just way less expensive. And you know me, I'm always gonna take the cheaper route.
I could be a millionaire tomorrow, I'm still gonna take the cheapest route. So let's get into the product. So for this set, I used the soft gel tips. I can't tell exactly which brand this is from. If you want to know, just let me know and I'll send you the link. But it has no like brand name, but these are really good. I found that the nails I showed you last time, these aren't really good if you're not gonna use like acrylic, because they're really soft and they're not as flexible, so once they bend they break. These on the other hand, these are really good. They're firm but a little bit flexible, so they don't break, and once you put a little builder gel on top of it, good to go. Perfection. And these cost me like $2. It wasn't more than $3 for sure, and you get 240 pieces. Excellent. I will be using this from now on. When it comes to nail prep, you need to ensure that your nail beds are dry, dehydrated, and a little rough, so the glue will stick well and you get the longest lasting nails. To start my nail prep, I like to use the nail file, the 100 and 181, and I use the side 100 to just like file the surface of my nails to get rid of the shine and give it like a rough surface, so the glue will have a better chance at like sticking onto my nail. And then once I'm done doing that, I'll go in with a dehydrator. I sometimes push your cuticles back, you get more of the nail bed, so when it grows out, it doesn't appear grown out as fast as if you didn't push your nail beds back. I hope you get what I'm saying. This is from Amazon. It basically just makes sure your nail bed is dry, there is no oil, and this is also for adhesion purposes. So once I get that out the way, the nail is filed and dehydrated. You can also use alcohol, rubbing alcohol. I'm gonna use that once this is finished, but I'm not a waster, so unless this is done, I'm not using anything else. So then when you come to gluing the nail on to your nail bed, if you don't want to use gel glue, you can always use this glue, Nail Bond. It's really, really good. I tried this out myself and I'm telling you, it's really good. You can use it. It lasts really long with some good set of nails, because the first 2 times I used this, I used it with this nail and these broke, but the nail itself didn't come off my finger and I had to pry it off. So if you're not interested in using the gel glue that you need to cure, you can always use Nail Bond. This is also on Shein for like $1.50. Pretty inexpensive. And then you have the the gel glue if you're interested in using this. This is from Tamika. That's the name of the brand. It's the one I'm using right now. It seems really good. I'll give you an update in like a month or so when I'm changing my nails, and I'll tell you how long they actually last. But this has been a week. Haven't had any lifting, haven't had anything falling off, so it's going good so far. Then once you put the nails on, you're gonna go in with, you can either use your nail file or the drill, and you create a rough surface on the nail that you put on, because the nail is gonna come out looking really shiny and glossy. Same thing, but you're going to make sure that you buff the top of that. I use a nail drill from Costless. Yeah, this is really good. I've had this for a couple months now. Really good. You can use it while it's charging, or you just use it once it's full. Portable, love it. It does a really good job. And then for builder gel, I use the Beetles builder gel. I haven't really tried to find anything else because this is working really good for me so far. It thickens my nail, it does the job. No reason to look elsewhere. You can get 2 bottles of this on Amazon for like $9. And then same for the top coat, I get that from Beetles. And the nail polish I use, I got that from Shein. Now I also use a cuticle clipper. I use this to sometimes change the shape of my nails to make it more specific. You don't need this, you can always use a nail clip, but this just makes it more precise and easier to use with the angles and so forth. These nail designs that you saw me put on my nails in the first set, that is also from Shein, and that is also like $1. Actually, I think I paid 90 cents for it, so yeah, pretty good deal. Last but not least, when you finish all your nails, you put some cuticle oil on it. You can use it from anywhere. This one is called Fun Dame. It's pretty good. no complaints. But these are all the products that I use, and if you put them, I'm gonna put them all on top of my nail box, and you'll see that it's really not that much, and it's all under $50. Everything, even if you should get the UV lamp, which I use, which is from Sun. I think this cost me $18-20 maybe. Very inexpensive. So if you should get everything that you're gonna use to do your nails, literally these, it's gonna cost you less than $50. So if you are contemplating doing your nails by yourself at home, you should definitely start, because it's really inexpensive. I can't exaggerate how inexpensive it is. And when you get these products, you get 240 nails, you get bottles of everything, you get multiple sets out of the one purchase. And I'm telling you, everything I used, everything I showed you, everything is under $50 US. So if you're one of the girlies who always want to have your nails done, but you don't want to go and spend $70-80 on a set, you should definitely look into this. Because I think I told you guys already, the main reason I even started my journey of trying to do my nails on my own was when I went to the nail salon that one time and they charged me $180 for doing a full set and my toes. Crazy. But that's the end of this video. I hope you found it a little bit educational, or at least entertaining. But anyways guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, or at least found it entertaining. And until the next video, bye.